saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They're on the 26-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a couple. Draw play. This is Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge 4th down conversion. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Operating from the gun, St. Clair. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The rookie from LSU leading this offense well. A good throw there leads to a first down.
First down, New Orleans.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to middle. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. That's completed right side to Palmer. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together.
Warriors, 70. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now they'll change things up.
Go.
2nd and 1. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
On the coverage.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, 57 yards. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And the pitch goes to Miller. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. St. Clair. And that's going to be incomplete.
Like somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. St. Clair. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Come on, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's good.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
Ready, ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the left side, catch made by Arroyo. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Okay, break.
Seahawks.
60 Wildcats. 60.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. That's taken in by Arroyo. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 2nd and 9.
Warriors 70. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Brought down that time by Quay Walker.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. St. Clair. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's good for the Saints. First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Olave over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
19 Tigers.
Walker now on first and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 12-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll look to throw.
Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Second and 3. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. St. Clair. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Miller. Good strength, gets him a little extra and gets them some breathing room as he's tackled shy of the 10. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Saints, first down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, New Orleans.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. To throw again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Saints, 14. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Walker with another carry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Let's go. 19 side. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll audible to something else. Now a first carry here for the running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check, smash, back to 60. Hurt.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double. Here we go. Set.
Here's Walker. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Steady.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo taking it in. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, St. Clair. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.